We built the house 45 years ago. Got the machine shop, keeps me busy. I make maple syrup. I have honeybees. I've had them for 44 years.
I look forward to different activities. We come up here and we plant and we make salads and all kind of stuff. This is delicious.
I have lived in this neighborhood, not only this neighborhood, but this apartment for the last 50 years. Okay, guys.
75% of older adults consider themselves healthy, active, and engaged. Many are still working. Many are volunteering. They're not all frail. They're not taking, they're actually giving. They want to be in the homes that they grew up. They want to be around their support systems and their family structure. And I think that's what makes NORCs so effective, because that's our goal too. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a refill. My name is Greg Olson. I'm the director of the New York State Office for Aging. We're a small agency. There's a lot of things that we do, and all of it is in the home and in the community to help older adults succeed. One of the programs and services is called the Naturally Occurring Retirement Community, the NORC program. NORCs exist because they provide a comprehensive package of social and clinical services that help people age in place and succeed in the community. That's what every single person wants. So a naturally occurring retirement community, or NORC, is literally a building or a neighborhood where people, could be somebody my age, moved in when I was 30, and I'm still there 40 years later. So it's not senior housing, but it's housing where residents of those areas have gotten older over time.
I'm Melanie Kane. I'm the program director for the Union Settlement NORC here at Franklin Plaza in East Harlem, New York City. Our mission is to help people age in place successfully. People want to stay home. They are happier in their own community. They don't want to go to a nursing home. They don't want to go to the hospital.
The state of New York provides the funding for community-based organizations to develop the program, which then provides the service to that particular community.
My name is Kristen Smith, and I oversee the NORC program here at NYSOFA. People will say you're a funder at New York State, but we're so much more than that. In order to be good stewards of the state's money, it's very important that we go out, we meet the programs where they're at.
Martha, do you have a second? Yep. Sure.
One of the things that makes this program so special is each program is unique to the needs of the residents that live in that NORC catchment area. It is important to create relationships with the programs. When I get in my car, I'm excited. I have this opportunity to meet the residents that live in the programs and to see the gratitude. I have had people tell me that the NORC program saved their life, that they didn't know if they would be here any longer without the services of the NORC program. Recently, I had the pleasure to visit 3 different types of NORCs here in New York State. Community Connections at Finley Lake, a rural NORC. Union Settlement, which is located in East Harlem, a urban NORC. And Sam Field's Deepdale Cares, which is a NORC that is more in a suburban area. In each NORC program, we look at the residents in the program in a holistic manner. And we provide services that address both the social service needs and the healthcare needs of the residents.
Right, then here we go. Another day. Grabbing my bag of magic tricks, and off we go.
My name is Bess Friedman. I live in Deepdale Gardens in Queens, New York. My house is my safe, happy place. Everything in the house has a story behind it. Myself and my oldest sister. I wanted my children to have the best public education. That was why I moved here. Would you like to see how I wake up each morning? This is what greets me. These are Australian book parrots. Okay, little sweetheart. Go ahead, you can get your treat. I found the love of my life at a very, very early age and was very, very happily married. We had 2 beautiful children. I would try to sketch them, that precious time in life which just goes too quickly. I was very lucky to be appointed to the school across the street. I worked there for 30 years.
I always wanted to be a veterinarian, but I ended up in nursing, working with elderly people. I don't know, it was just my path in life, and here I am.
Hi, Robert. Hi.
Here at Deepdale Cares, we do what is called healthcare assistance and healthcare management.
How are you? Today? Good. Good.
Healthcare assistance is sort of a short-term kind of a thing. For example, people call us that, hey, where can I get a vaccine? So I can advise them that, yes, pharmacists can do it for you. Healthcare management is a long-term service that we provide. We can guide you through your chronic disease, high blood pressure or somebody with diabetes. Perhaps they have been just discharged from hospital. They need me to just check on them. 134/70. In between my colleagues, we can come a couple of times a week to check on them and see how they are getting assimilated back to their home environment.
It's good. Okay. You're good
Very
today.
good. Thank you.
Very good.
After my accident, I was very, very hurt. I couldn't use my left arm anymore. I could not go back to work. I didn't want to retire, but I had to retire. My children were now grown after my husband passed away. Suddenly, I was totally isolated for the first time in my life. It was a very difficult time. Not only did I feel worthless, but I always thought of myself as an independent person. I was really starting to feel trapped in my house, not using my mind, not seeing people. I didn't think anyone would really want to be around me. That disconnect was not healthy for me.
So let's get ready to go out. Bess, she was one of the first people that I encountered when I started here. Phone, bags. She has been going steady for a while, but then she started having some health issues. I'll see you in a bit. I love coming to work every single day. I love it.
First thing I could say about Yana is you are always greeted by the most contagious smile.
Oh, hi, Andrea. How are you?
I've been living here for the last 50 years. At Deepdale Gardens, NORC, it's a community that is multi-generational. It's not just seniors.
But it's a very nice walk. We are just passing by a residence where we lost one of them. She was a lovely lady. It does get tough. You do the best you can to move along and help another one.
I learned after my husband passed away how quickly your life could turn.
It was a very scary situation for Bess, but I guided her through that period of her time, and I think that established our bond and our friendship.
The greatest thing about Yana and the other nurses, even if I don't feel well, in my own home, they come immediately to your house. I have friends that live in fancy assisted living places. They don't have a nurse that comes to them.
All righty.
Hello, Yana. How are you?
Bess, how are you?
Good. Always good when I see you.
Oh.
Good. I put a few goodies on the table. Let's talk and eat.
Oh, I'm never gonna say no.
She really listens to you. She's a wonderful detective.
They do appreciate the honesty. I see your blood pressure is high. What did you eat last night? Oh, I had that extra cheese.
One day, even recently, I wasn't feeling so well. She took my blood pressure. Then she said to me, "Did you eat?" My sugar was extremely low. And she said, "Maybe this is part of your problem."
So today, I'm the first line of getting help. You will be surprised at how the anxiety or depression can affect their physical health.
Time that I take the apple juice and the pretzels with me, like you told me to.
Taking the time to listen to them and figuring out what lies beneath, that I'm sad, well, there's a story perhaps that I argued with my daughter today, or my grandchildren don't want to come and see me. Can you show me what you have been doing?
They never make you feel like you're a problem or you're asking a question that's stupid. They are there. I'll bring in the doctor results. They explain it better than your doctors.
Pull away from
You're
me.
strong, young. She is so warm and so caring.
Well, I'm glad I stopped by because we saved her a trip to the hospital. Have some juice and some crackers, and her blood glucose rose up. Instead of taking her right by an ambulance, going to the hospital. Very good. She was back to herself within an hour.
Yana is everything you would dream of. I'm going to meet later with the nutritionist, another godsend.
Hi, Beth. Nice to see you today.
About 6 years ago, I was more than 50 pounds heavier. All my diaries.
Wow, that's a lot.
And not able to do any physical activities, which was only getting me heavier and heavier. And occasionally I'm taking a cookie. She said, just write down what you eat. I'm writing everything
so you
down.
always could find better alternatives.
I really wanted to concentrate on what can I do to be healthier.
Here, it's empty calories.
She said, I'll work with you one-on-one.
Do you buy these store-bought?
A very, very big concern was my bad bone health and high blood pressure.
So, Beth, when
And
you are
gradually,
trying to eat
with
healthy
her
and
advice and becoming more active,
you want to keep most of your plates, veggies, and fruit.
I lost over 50 pounds. I got back a lot of energy again. I joined more and more exercises.
Steps forward, forward, back, back. We do the same foot forward as you on the way back. 3, 2, 1.
To be a part of a group, to always feel included, that is the most important thing. It is the best community. That's what NORC does so beautifully. Because of NORC. I never plan on moving from this community. Smell.
Oh, lovely and fresh.
I feel so grateful and so extremely lucky.
Case management is when you're really looking at a participant in a holistic way. You're assessing them for their needs. That might lead to determining that they're going to need healthcare management. Many of the clients suffer from social isolation, and when I visit our NORC programs, that's one of the things I hear over and over again, is how important the friendships that are built, the trust that is here, and it starts with that initial assessment that comes from case management and recognizing what the participants' needs are.
Every morning I eat honey. It's helping me. They claim that bees honey is healthy for you. My name is Linda TeWinkle, and I live in Clymer, New York, with my husband, David. He raises bees.
I'm a sugar maker. I've got bees down back here. The hive right there had 120 pounds of honey. I make maple syrup. I got about 1,500 taps. Down there, there's about 320 trees across there. Got the machine shop, keeps me busy, and then take Linda to the doctor's appointments, and me to my doctor's appointments. It's a lot of work.
about four years ago, I fell on the floor and broke my leg. So I went into a nursing home, and that was the beginning of my health problems.
Every time I go out somewhere, she'd have panic attacks. She had a lot of anxiety and some other health issues. We didn't know what was wrong. Nobody can seem to figure out for sure. Tried checking around here, and there was nobody around here, no organizations. Logistically, it just didn't work out. And finally, somebody mentioned about community connections.
One lady said, that might work for you, and we jumped on it.
My name is Jonna D'Angelo, and I work for Community Connections, and I'm heading to Linda TeWinkle's as a companion. Linda and David have been with us for about 2 years. It's wonderful that Community Connections and the NORC program is able to go into this family's home and help relieve David so he can have some time to do his thing. He likes to volunteer downtown. He helps out with the school systems. And it's also important for Linda because she needs socialization from people other than just her husband.
And now I'm trying to get rid of these, right?
Community Connections really was involved with what we do for Linda. I mean, it's the health advocates, it's the companions, it's the transportation. It's going to the doctors with her to make sure all questions are answered, all instructions are followed.
I have her services and I love it.
Yeah.
She's personable, helps me do things. I get things done that I otherwise put off because I really, it's like going shopping. You don't want to do it on your own. Well, some yard work, you go, oh. But when Jonna comes, we do it together and it's much more pleasant.
Been a long day.
All of that is what our community health advocates and our companions do, and that is from NORC funding.
Thank you for everything you do. Thank you.
I'm Kristen Smith. I'm from the New York State Office for the Aging, and I just wanted to say how grateful we are to each and every one of you.
I'm Judy Hunt, Chairman of the Board, one of the founders of Community Connections. We so appreciate their effort.
I'm Marlene Garone. I'm the Program Director for the NORC program here.
Lynn Bayless, Community Connections Executive Director since the beginning. The way we came up with the concept of Community Connections at Finley Lake was because we realized we were losing a lot of our elders in town. A lot of our people were leaving, children out of town, out of state. They wanted their families with them. It's not safe there, et cetera, but they don't want to go. So the three of us were sitting around and we decided, how can we make that happen? So initially, it was answer the phone. And then every phone call took us down a different road. If we didn't have the answer, we made sure we found out, so we were learning along the way.
And eventually, the local office for aging, which is in the next town over, said, do you know about the NORC program? There is now a new application to develop rural NORCs.
Once we got the NORC grant and the funding, we were able to remain open for 40 hours a week, which increased our availability to everyone. That was huge.
When you're looking in a rural setting, you're going to have to spread out. We first thought maybe neighborhoods, maybe a town. And what we've learned is we need to spread out across towns because the density of those older adults, they live farther apart. So you have different types of challenges. There's a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of unique differences that can be met by people that are within the community that understand that. For example, transportation. There is no local postal service that delivers. You would need to come into town to pick up your mail, and you might not be able to do that.
Our community needs ways to stay in their own home and to retire here. They don't want to go to a new town and start over.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there you go.
If there's 4, I don't want that one.
What do you want to do today?
Okay, well, I want to take walk.
Okay.
Home, take the dog with us. Jana stops in the house for a couple hours. It helps me. I really appreciate it.
Right now, she probably gets people at least 2 days a week, sometimes 3 days a week.
If I didn't have the NORC, I don't know where I would be. I don't think I could have done it.
Community connections, say it's a godsend.
What I love about this program is it's unlike any other type of funding program that I've seen. There's so much flexibility to be able to allow a program to make it their own and to meet the residents' needs.
Here we are in the amazing community of Spanish Harlem, East Harlem, New York City. We are 14 buildings here, a very large Chinese population. As you can see, dancers behind me doing their Tai Chi out here. Our NORC has 300 active participants. Dorene is a woman in her 70s.
I was born in Jamaica, and I lived in Jamaica until I think I was 21. Then I went to Amman, Jordan, in the Middle East. So I've been to London, Paris, all over, and then I came to the United States.
She worked as a home health aide for her entire career.
I worked with a lady in the Bronx for about 9 years. She passed away. I was there. I closed her eyes when she passed away, and it was very traumatic for me. I call her my pretty girl. We're like my family.
She was working, many, many hours a week.
The day after she died, I decided that I won't work anymore.
We helped her transition from working to retirement.
I've been living in Franklin Plaza for over 12 years. About 3 years ago, I fell in the street. I cracked my tibia, and then I had back problem. I could not walk, so that's why I have the walker. It's difficult for me to go up and down stairs,
Dorene, after she stopped working, she was feeling isolated.
Since the accident, I just stay home. I don't really go out. I feel sad some days. I would sit down and cry and, but the doctor said it's good for me to walk.
She was really searching for a community.
I think a lady told me about NORC and that they have different activities.
She reached out to us.
I just go there and I see the names and I got signed up. I was introduced to a caseworker.
She saw that, I can spend time here.
I still have maybe something to offer, or even though it's not much, I could give them a little idea what I would like to see in the program.
She really found the NORC.
Okay, let's go. All 69.
Dorene is really utilizing our program. She comes to a lot of our activities.
Yeah, wait, I counted.
She's made friends.
Right there and then, I found a family in NORC. Well, this garden is a blessing. It's not Eden, but it's something. And relaxation, a sense of calm. It's really helpful. This is mint, the black mint. The chance to meet new people and to make friends. There she is over there, my friend Lucy, my very good friend Lucy.
Luce and Dorene became friends through our program.
Lucy means so much to me. She's always there for you. She hears what you're going through, and she asks if you're all right. She helps me with my walker and everything. Oh, here we have parsley.
They love garden clubs.
Oh my goodness, this is parsley. Look at it.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. These are nice. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you know sage? And here we have some flowers. Is marigold. Something to look forward to because you have all different kind of vegetables. You have collard greens, turmeric, ginger, cucumbers. Planted a lot of garlic. The bulbs are this big. Lucy, what's the name of this one again? Look, look, look. Oh my goodness, this is parsley. Look at it. Eggplant. Would never believe this would grow in Harlem.
They got tomatoes over there.
Lucy. Delicious. This tastes good. Like I said, it's not eating, but it's eating to me. Home away from home.
They've developed a very strong bond, really found a community at the NORC.
Everybody is wonderful in NORC.
They both meet with our nurse regularly, and they both really seek out socialization. Jewelry club, joining chair yoga, over the hill group.
We used to have so much fun. NORC, it helps me to accomplish little things like making jewelry.
I feel really proud to be part of this program.
Go visit places, Rockette, the Radio City Hall music show. You take your shopping.
I believe in it so strongly.
I think NORC helps me, help the people in the community.
People I don't think realize how important community is.
It's nice seeing you, okay?
I can see it every day. Having friendships right where people live and the services.
I wish everybody would have a NORC to go to.
I love making a difference in the lives of older New Yorkers that live in our NORC programs.
Like Bob from Finley Lake. He lived at home. He lived in his community, and it was all made possible through the NORC funding. Bob's story is a success story. Do you feel the peace? Yeah. Kind of feels like Bob is here with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, somebody might look at it and think, well, Bob's not with us any longer. And Bob passed away on a holiday, and he was born on a holiday, I believe. But he was loved until the end.
Yes.
He was a contributing member of society, doing what he loved.
Mm-hmm. Bob is a success story because we were able to come alongside him and support him so he didn't have to go into a nursing home. He was able to stay in his home and be with his animals far longer than he would have without us. I pretty much managed all of his medical needs, from picking up prescriptions to getting to numerous doctor's appointments.
And that is the true desire and goal of a NORC, is to age in the community, not just the community, but the community of your choice.
So what does the future hold for NORCs? We are hoping for some, pretty substantial growth because we know it works. It's been around for 30 years. The NORC model is absolutely a New York first idea. It's a model that is way ahead of its time.
I haven't seen you in a long time. I know.
We are just talking now as a society about how to bring together social and other community services with healthcare services and monitoring in order to serve people holistically.
Hi, Joan. Hi. How are you? Hi, how you doing? Hey, Millie, how are you?
Okay. It's cost effective. If you look at New York State, the average cost of a nursing home can be annually around $160,000 a year, a little more in some counties, a little less. But when you look at being able to provide access to these services for under $500 a year per participant, it's a no-brainer.
Hi, I have a present for you. Thank you. Come on in.
What we have proven over and over again is many people do not need to go into a nursing home. So if we have 100,000 licensed nursing home beds in New York, which we do, but we have 4.84 million people over the age of 60. So where is the game? The game is in the community. That's what we do.
There are so many residents who just need help in the home.
They don't have to be in fear of having to end up in a nursing home or a retirement home. They have their independence, and they also have a sense that if something happens, there is somebody to help me.
5, 6, 7, 8.
As a busy working daughter who doesn't live near my dad, I'm just so grateful for NORC and them being in his life.
I'm happy when I get up in the morning. I know there's always something to do. They provide every service that you could ever dream of.
So please let us know if we can use the Bernese Mountain Dog as therapy dogs for anybody in our community that could use them.
The NORCs don't serve any particular group, they serve it all, right? From those who are healthy and active to those who are at risk, and everybody in between. And it's a model that works, it's not that expensive, and it kind of checks all the boxes in terms of what's important to government, to families, to individuals and community.
My hope for the NORC program is to see not only a NORC program in every community in New York State, but to really spread across the United States. And we're seeing that.
Making people's lives easier, more fulfilling, both for the people we serve and the people we've hired. It's a great feeling.